Right, this is a Gibbons B6, and that's the keyway there. As you can see, it's quite distinctive with these two sort of rings around it. It's kind of pressed brass. So as you can see on the inside, it's heavily warded. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Now it's only got 3 levers. I've taken these 2 out just so I can show you that one, but you can see you've got the one part of the lever there and the gate, and then the other part, you know, that would be in the locks and then in the open. But there's this extra bit there. Ooh, extra bit. So what the extra bit does is, I'll just leave the one lever in so I can show you. Right, hang on, let's put it in the open position. Oh, I knew it was a bad idea to move that. I took that out thinking it would fall out. Just leave that there. Right, so first off, so that's locked now. So if you put the key in, it'll lift the lever, it engages the talon there, bypassing the warding, which is also on the back, and push the bolt in, and then hey presto, it's open. But what else it does, then if you turn the key again, it will lift that again, engage with that part of the talon, because there's 2, and then it pushes back the sash part at the top. See, so that's something to know. I've never seen that on a mortice lock before. As I say, this is the Gibbons B6. Right, now that's kind of a bit strange for one. What's even stranger is this lock, that's locked, but look where the bolt is. It only goes to there. There's a hole for it, but the bolt doesn't go into it. It's not even the right shape. So the bolt doesn't go into the door like the handle there. Ah, that's what it does. That part doesn't move now because it's in the lock position. That can't move. Right, now it makes sense. See, sometimes you have to just take a lock apart and just play with it and you understand how it works. So let's put it into the lock position, the open position. Now that'll work. So if you had a spindle in there with a handle, that'll work. Otherwise you lock it by throwing the bolt, which just stops this from moving. So that's your bolt. Because here's the face plate, look, it's only got one hole, that hole for the sash part, which I was just so confused by it. I was looking at it and going, this is crazy. But yeah, Gibbons B6. So there's the key. As you can see, it's got these cuts in it at the top and there. That's to get around all this heavy warding. So when it goes in there, oops, it turns there. Oh, I've got it in the wrong position. Oh, it's locked at the moment. Okay, so there we go. Right, so if you was going to pick this lock, it'd be hard because of all the heavy warding. You've got to bypass the warding. It's not impossible, but you've got to have some dedicated kind of picks for it. Right, there we go. But what I've realised is tryout keys work on it. So I'll just get the other levers in. And here's lever 2. These are thick levers, by the way. So can you see how thick that is? They're easily double as thick, if not thicker, than a normal lever. Just try that key near now. Key doesn't seem to work. I'm wondering if it's the wrong key or what. there was 2. No, so it's not lifting it to the right height. Must have put them in the wrong way. Right, so that doesn't work. See, I've put that into that part of the and that doesn't work. This key doesn't work. It won't open it, and neither will this. So I'm actually guessing that there's another key that works, because if you throw that into there like that, right, now the key works, because it's like only got to lift the bolt up a little bit, right, which will open the door. So I'm guessing that they never have it locked the way I just locked it, because they haven't got the key. So presumably someone in the house would have the key for locking it, and then you've got another key used for just opening the bloody sash part. Right, so now it's in the actual locked position, and this is the key that I got with it, and as I showed you before, it won't work. It just won't work. It'll only work once it's in the other part of the lever, but the try-out keys will. Now I've determined that try-out key 2 works to begin with. You can see sort of where the bolt should be there, so you should see that move across. Right, did you see that? Okay. Now it won't turn it again because it's got a different height now. Now the key will work, and it should take the sash in. See? So these keys only work half of the lock. So there should be another key for if you want to deadlock it, so that won't move. So it won't turn it the other way. It'll only do that part. But I can also do that part with a try-out key numero uno. See? There we go. So try-out key number 2 and try-out key number 1. Gibbons B6. First time I've ever seen one of these.